brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the 49ers and the reigning NFC champs on Sunday night.
Punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
Looking to throw.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
It was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I keep pressing it downfield.
Paulson and Debo up to make the stop. 2nd and 6.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Purdy with it on 3rd and 1.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. this might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got this. On the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground at 10. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Punching it in from the yard line. And the Falcons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. They're the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, Q, a little mute.
Oh, into a sea of defenders, and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And they have the football, and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They had a great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack. and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. He'll keep it himself. Down right around the 25. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go.
Got it. Ready? Hey, smash Broncos!
Hands it off out of the gun. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Ready?
Here is 3rd and 5. Back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Freeman is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. So he had a nice run to get him down there. He was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Falcon football. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Third down and 13. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll look to throw here. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. Gibson will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Gibson again, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Antonio Gibson taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Moody good with an extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Purdy now on second down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Rough incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
They go play action here. Purdy. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Running right, this is Freeman. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They'll look to throw here on first down. Catch made here by Campbell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Back to throw here. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they've moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! From 10 yards out, and the Falcons are able to add on to their first half lead. The extra point try now for Moody. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. 5 plays there on that drive, and the Falcons score to cap it off. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Purdy. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards, first down Niners. Purdy from the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now Purdy. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. So we've got a look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
This is brought in at the 21. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible. But this possession is an empty one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. But what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They go play action here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's got some space here. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. Purdy. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he's got room. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, they had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Purdy looking to throw.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And some room to work. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, that's good for a 1st down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Second and 5.
Pat the street. Pat the street.
Freeman again. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
They'll go. It's Gibson.
Shifts by him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
6-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Touchdown, Falcons! Antonio Gibson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
49ers 3.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
San Francisco.
Purdy off the play fake. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack to the 27-yard line.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Down to the 25. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The 49ers are going to turn over the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. It's a 39-yard attempt right half. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 72 yards. And the Falcons are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
San Francisco.
Here's Purdy.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Throwing here, Purdy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas and they just want to trump on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to use his legs here. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 1. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show off their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They'll go again with Gibson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And the 49er hands team does its job. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready.